सहनौ भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। 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 ॐ यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः देवाय तस्मै नमः। Let us chant from verse number 17. सहस्रयुगपर्यन्तम् अहर्यद्ब्रह्मणो विदुः रात्रिं युगसहस्रान्तां तेहोरात्रविदो जनाः अव्यक्ताद्व्यक्तयः सर्वाः प्रभवन्त्यहरागमे रात्र्यागमे प्रलीयन्ते तत्रैवाव्यक्तसंज्ञके भूतग्रामः स एवायं भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ प्रभवत्यहरागमे परस्तस्मात्तु भावोऽन्यः अव्यक्तो व्यक्तात् सनातनः यस्य सर्वेषु भूतेषु न विनश्यति अव्यक्तोऽक्षर इत्युक्तः तमाहुः परमां गतिं यं प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम पुरुषः स परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्यस्त्वनन्यया यस्यान्तस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततम्. After having explained how we can attain liberation, which is nothing but fixing the mind upon the Lord at the time of death. If this is not done, what will happen? Be ready for rebirth. How many times should we take rebirth? Countless times, infinite times. There is no way out. Because creation is an ongoing process. This world will remain for infinite period of time. It was ever there, it will ever be there. So this will go on and on and on. Each Brahmaji will come and go. What is the daytime of Brahmaji? 1000 Chaturuga. Night time, 1000 Chaturuga. This will go on and on and on. And all these beings will be helplessly coming back, avashaha, helplessly, to fulfill their own desires. So therefore Bhagavan says, put an end to this. This is the only way all sufferings can end. And what is the way to put an end? Develop devotion, fix your mind upon Lord, and finish the whole matter. Now the topic is, Bhagavan says, Arjuna, now this also you must know. What is that? So let us now, a new topic begins. Verse number 23. Repeat once. Yatra kale tvanavrittim avrittim chaiva yoginaha prayata yanti tam kalam vakshyami bharatarshabha yatra kale tvanavrittim avrittim chaiva yoginaha prayata yanti tam kalam vakshyami bharatarshabha. Yes, Bharatarshabha, Arjuna, now you must know this. There are two paths. After death, what happens to this Jivatma? There are two paths. One is called Avrittim, the other is called Anavrittim. Avritti means path of return. The other is Anavritti, path of no return. Now here, Yatra Kale is the time. I mean, Kalam means time actually, but here Kalam has to be understood as Marga, path. So after death, we have to travel. Where are we going to travel? Fine, there are two paths. One is the path of return, the other is the path of no return. Okay, what is this path of no return? Verse number 24. We will discuss it once we see the literal meaning. Agnir Jyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Brahma Vido Janaha Agnir Jyotirah Shuklaha Shanmasa Uttarayanam Tatra Prayata Gachanti Brahma Brahma Vido Janaha. Yes. So now, in this path, so this path is called as a path of no return. Such a person never comes back to this world. What is that path? This is the path of Agni. Agni means fire. Jyoti. Jyoti means light. Ahaha. Daytime is called Ahaha. Shuklaha. Shuklaha means white, bright. Shanmasa Uttarayanam. The 6 months of Uttarayana. These are the names. Now if you see, daytime, 6 months, they all appear to be the names of time, but understand, they are not the names of time, they are the names of Devatas here. These are all the names of Devatas. So when we say Agni, we are not talking of fire, we are talking of Agni Devata. In the same way, all these things are names of the Devatas. So who are these? These are the Devatas which will take this Paretatma, this Jivatma who has left the body. These are the ones who take to this path. What is this path? Path of no return. And who are these people? Brahma Vido Janaha. They are the knowers of Brahman. Okay. Where do they go? Brahma Gachanti. They attain Brahman. Now here, this verse has to be very carefully understood. All possibilities are there to misunderstand it. Are we talking of people who are liberated? Because this is a path of no return. Are we talking of people who are not liberated? Because the word says Brahma Vidaha, people who know Brahman. And then it is said Brahma Gachanti, they attain Brahman. Are we talking of people who are liberated? So it may appear that we are talking of liberated people. Now, as far as a liberated person is concerned, there is no world. And therefore there is no going. There is no path to go. Very careful. What is the realization of Mahatma? Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Once you know that Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya, the whole world is an illusion, where is the question of going somewhere? Where is the question of some Devata taking you somewhere? No question at all. So as far as a Mahatma realized Jnani is concerned, there is no going. Once you have realized the self, you come to know the self alone is true, everything else is untrue. It is exact like once you have woken up from the dream, there is no going in the dream somewhere. Waking up means dream world becomes an illusion. Then what remains? I alone remain. Self alone remain. There is no going, there is no coming. So we are not talking of people who are liberated. We are talking of a very rare kind of sadhaka who are not liberated, but they need not come back to the world also. So who are these? They are Saguna Upasakas. So what is their nature? They meditate upon God, some particular form of God. Say for example Rama, Krishna, Shiva, etc. And their minds have become extremely pure. The mind has become free from all worldly desires. And now they are doing Saguna Brahma Upasana. So therefore they know Saguna Brahman. That is why it is said Brahma Vidaha, knower of Brahman. Not Nirguna Brahman, but Saguna Brahman. So now, what is their desire? They have only one desire, to go to the world of that Ishta Devata. So Rama Bhakta will say, I want to go to the world of Rama. Krishna Bhakta will say, I want to go to the world of Krishna. So I want to remain with him. I want to be in this world. So there are so many things, Salokya, Sarupya, Samipya. I want to be near with Bhagavan. I don't want to become one with Bhagavan. I want to maintain that separation. Remain away so that I can experience his devotion. Because once you become one, there is no joy of devotion. There is no relationship. For relationship, the necessary condition is two entities. So therefore, these are the devotees who have chosen this Saguna Upasana, they want to be with Bhagavan. Such devotees are there. You give them Vedanta Jnanam, they said, no, I don't want it. Because this is sweeter. For such devotees, Bhagavan has no other choice. He will have to take him to that higher world. So which world will they go now? Now these are the devatas who will guide them to that highest world. That highest world itself is called Brahmaloka. That Brahmaloka itself is Vaikuntha. All those different lokas, Kailasa, all those things, they are nothing but Brahmaloka only. Meaning highest world. Please understand, what is the definition of Loka? Lokyate, that which we experience. So now this devotee has an intense desire to experience that divine world. So Bhagavan fulfills this desire by taking them to that world. And then what happens is, in that highest world, Bhagavan himself gives them Vedantic knowledge. So this path is called as Krama Mukti. Attaining Vedantic knowledge here itself and getting liberated, that is called as Sadhyo Mukti. You don't go to any world, you gain the knowledge and the matter is over. But this is a very exceptional case of devotee who has refused Vedantic knowledge, who wants to be always in devotion. And so many devotees we find also. They say all this Vedanta is very dry. I want to be with my Krishna, with my Kanhaiya and all those things. And because of this relationship, their minds have become extremely pure. So therefore worldly desires are not there. So there is no question of coming back to the world. What is the necessary qualification to come back to this world? You must have some worldly desires. But these people don't have any worldly desires. They have only a desire to be with their supreme, Ishta Devata. So then what happens is, they go to those worlds and there Bhagavan himself gives them this Tattvamasi Jnanam. And then from there they are liberated. That rare case is what is mentioned here. Right? So this is a path of no return. Sometimes devotee also wants to see the Leela of Bhagavan, the glory of Bhagavan, the creation. So they have this desire that I want to know so many worlds. There are so many worlds. Bhuhu, Bhuvaha, Suaha, Maha, Janaha, Tapaha, Satyam. So sometimes this desire is also there. I want to know all this. Because I am seeing Bhagavan only in all these worlds. So when such desires come, then also Krama Mukti is what happens to them. So this is a very rare, exceptional case. So this is the path of no return. Now comes the path of return, which is with majority of us. Verse number 25. Dhumo ratristatha Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotihi Yogi Prapya Nivartate Dhumo Ratristatha Krishnaha Shanmasa Dakshinayanam Tatra Chandramasam Jyotihi Yogi Prapya Nivartate. Yes. Now this is the path of return. Now what are those devatas who are in charge of taking this person to that higher world? Dhumaha. Dhumaha means smoke. So it is not smoke, it is that devata. Ratrihi, night. Krishnaha, dark. Shanmasa Dakshinayanam, the 6 months of Dakshinayana. Chandramasam Jyotihi, moonlight. So what happens to this yogi? Yogi Prapya Nivartate. He attains that higher world and comes back. Why is he called a yogi? He must be some samsari, So yogi means that person has, lived a good life. See, many times what happens, this is a person who has really, is a devotee also, worked hard for the family, done very good, has been a very good householder. He may not be a very liberated person, but has lived a good life, holding on to God. Has a pure mind also. But some worldly desires are also there. So such people, prapya nivartate, they come back. This is with most of the cases. The path of return. Now, you will always find that in the earlier verse, everything was something bright, white, etc. Here, everything is dark. Knowledge is always represented by that which is bright. Ignorance is always represented by darkness. So, here everything is dark, if you see. Night time, smoke. Earlier it was fire, now it is smoke. There it was daytime, here it is night time. So people who live for God, keeping God as the goal in life, for them everything is bright because they are walking the path of knowledge. Path of knowledge is always bright. Path of ignorance is always dark. So then these people, they come back. So how many types of people are there now? 3. First one, liberated ones. Which path do they take? There is no path for them. After death, there is no path. That's the first one. Second one, path of return. They are for the upasakas, we can say. Saguna upasakas. Then the path of return, most of us. People who have worldly desires. So these are the 3 paths. Now, Bhagavan summarizes it in the next verse, verse number 26. Shukla Krishne Gati Hete Jagata Shashvate Mate Ekaya Yatyana Vrittim Anyaya Vartate Punaha Naite Sruti Partha Janan Yogi Mukhyati Kaschana Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Yoga Yukto Bhavarjuna Shukla Krishne Gati Hete Jagata Shashvate Mate Ekaya Yatyana Vrittim Anyaya Vartate Punaha Naite Sruti Partha Janan Yogi Mukhyati Kaschana Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Yoga Yukto Bhavarjuna. Yes. So earlier it was said kalam, now very clearly Bhagavan says it is gati. Gati means path. Sruti, Sruti also means path. Those 2 verses are always confused. People think it is time. So many times people ask this question. Those who die in Uttarayana, they are liberated. Those who die in Dakshinayana, they are... Remember, it is not time. Just because you die on an auspicious day, you live a terrible life, and just because you die on Uttarayana, you are liberated. What kind of justice is this? God cannot be partial just because of your death or place. Please understand this. Many people have this wrong notion. If I die in Kashi, I am liberated. Nothing doing. Your ignorance will continue with you. All these things are wrong notions. So therefore, people go to Kashi only to die. They do all unwanted things, and when they are old, there is a walk. walk of no return. In those times, they just go Kashi, somewhere they will settle down and they will die in Kashi, because people think once you die in Kashi, Lord Shiva himself will chant Bhagavan in your ears. You don't have to chant, Bhagavan will chant for you. Moksha Nagari, Kashi, nothing doing. Let us be very, very clear. Unless you work hard for moksha, there is no moksha. There is an intelligent way of living, only then dying becomes perfect. And the perfect dying is remembering God and leaving the body. And for that, hard work is necessary. There are no shortcuts. Okay? So in the same way, dying in Uttarayana, I liberated. No. No such thing will happen. These are all devatas. Once a person dies, those devatas know what kind of fellow this was. And so therefore they will take you. They will not ask you where you should go. Nothing is asked. Please understand, devatas means law of nature. Cosmic laws are called devatas. There is cosmic laws in place. According to the samskara of that person is born to a particular parent, particular womb, place, everything is decided by cosmic laws. These cosmic laws are called devatas here. So therefore our job is right thinking, right living. The rest, everything cosmic forces will take care. So now here Bhagavan says, these are the two paths, Shukla Krishna. Shukla Marga, Krishna Marga. Jagata Shashvate Mate. It is the two eternal paths in this world. Ekayayati anavritim, anyaya avartate punaha. One path brings the Jivatma back. The other path is a path of no return. Naite Sruti Parthajanan. These two paths, once a yogi knows, he is not deluded. Yogi muhyati kaschana tasmat. Therefore Arjuna, sarveshu kaleshu, all the time, yoga yukto bhava. May you be ever engaged in yoga. Means what? Be a yogi. Means what? Don't take this path of return or no return. Get liberated, put an end to the whole matter. That is what is being said. Okay. Now there is one more verse. We will keep it for the last class, which is next week. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet, Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate, Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.